So here's a short story that really demonstrates two key lessons I talk about all the time. Number one, they always come back. When things aren't going well after they abandon you and kick you to the curb and all that, and they see the grass isn't green on the other side, they come back. And two, nothing will ignite the competitive juices of a woman than seeing another woman, you with another woman, particularly better looking and younger. Makes them nuts. Combine that together, ho, 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 ho. Titled, Newly divorced, ex-wife regrets, still fairly fresh. And I shout to Dave for sending in this story. It says, I'm 31 years old and I've been scouring Reddit trying to find advice on this or a similar story. But I cannot, so here's my situation. We got married at the beginning of 2024, divorced at the end of 2025. Oh, for goodness sake. Toward the beginning of our marriage, my wife, 28 years old, had an emotional affair, at least just emotional due to my knowledge, with our wedding dance teacher. But that eventually ended, and there had been no other guy after that. I know that is effed up, but over time and couples therapy, I was willing to forgive. Smack! Are you kidding me? Dude. But don't worry. So basically, they got married, the dance teacher, and boom, right after the marriage, she's hooking up with him. Newsflash, they were hooking up before they got married. Well, we bought a house together. I achieved a monumental milestone in my life and business, and right after that, she said that she wasn't sure again, and I brought up the idea of a divorce. I asked, do you want a divorce? And her answer was, I don't know, which was an answer to me. The many times I asked and confirmed. Yes, she knows. She just wants you to do it and say, well, he wanted to divorce me. Well, fast forward to today, a few months post-divorce, and she has come back absolutely regretting it, wanting to reconcile and date slowly again and work on what went wrong. No, you're the one that went wrong, honey, but we're divorced now. You cheated on me and still you're wishy-washy about it? No, not happening. She was wishing we had separated instead of just jumping to divorce. Through her own reflection and growth, she discovered that she was depressed and suffered with her own negative thoughts during our marriage, which she rationalized and realized ruined our marriage and hurt me significantly. Lots of people go through depression or uncertainty and all that. Doesn't mean they ruin a supposedly good relationship and hurt the people they claim to love. It's just a bullshit excuse. Well, I went through my stages of grief during the divorce process, while she had started processing it post-divorce, but it's fairly far along now in her grief stages. So different timelines are there, meaning I have now been excited partially by the freedom and openness to explore dating other people. I've been on dates and slept with two women so far over the past couple months, which felt empty, and I ended up deleting the dating apps entirely. So many guys say that. After a while, they're like, screw this, the dating apps are trash. Well, then I met a new, very attractive woman this past weekend, not through a dating app, but through a friend's event. And we immediately had a connection the moment we were introduced, and have been talking since. I recognize that the feeling this way is unfair to this new woman. I'm working on this, but she enthralls me, which maybe is just due to seeking the attention I was missing for so long. Wow, he met a gal the old-fashioned way, actually talking to somebody in person. Who would have thought in today's world? Well, good for him, but now the ex is back in the picture. Isn't it interesting that the ex is now back in the picture, wanting to reconcile when he's starting to see other women? You know word's getting out. They have mutual friends. These gals are master spies. Where I struggle is I never wanted the divorce in the first place. I love my wife and still love her. Smack! No, sir, you love the idea of her. You love what she thought she was. And who she is not lovable. I care for her and don't like seeing her hurt or cry. We align well, we laugh well, we travel well, and share the same life plans. We were best friends for so long. Smack, snap out of it, brother. If you were aligning so well and laughing so well and all these things so well, she wouldn't have done that. You were doing it with who you thought who she was. Okay? And by the way, key thing, he said we were best friends for so long. Friendship is an important part of a romantic relationship. It's an element. But if it's the main part, guess what? She's not going to see you treat you in the way as she would a romantic prospect. It doesn't work that way. I'm scared of the unknown and the possibility of being hurt again. But even a new person can do the same thing to me. At least with my ex-wife, I'm seeing her reflection on herself and her finally communicating and trying to get me back. I'm lost when typically I know the future well and what I want. Thanks in advance, kind and internet strangers, for any advice or hard truths. Here's some advice. I wouldn't say it's kind. Dude, wake up. Do not go back to your ex. This is literally like a scenario where there's the devil you know and the devil you don't, okay? The new chick or any new woman in the future is the devil you don't know, because I say devil because they can all be little devils, okay? I'm not saying they're all, but they can be. And his ex certainly is a devil. If you go back to her after all that, I guarantee you she'll do it again. The only reason she's coming back to you is because obviously it's not working out the way that she had hoped to, okay? I'm sure she's remotely attractive. How old is this chick? She's 30, I don't know, 28. Okay, 28 years old, or maybe 29 at this point. Still in her 20s, but nearing 30, it's not going to be as easy. Yeah, she can get guys that want to bang her, but and frankly, with relationships with her, it won't be as easy as it was before. Okay? And she wants the sure thing. And she's probably looking bad. She's going back to you. If you take her back, or any guy watching this video now in a similar situation, take someone back that did this to you, all it tells them is I can screw up royally. I can get divorced, and this guy will still take me back. And the second that she's feeling depressed or bored or whatever, the same thing will happen. If you don't believe me, Google this scenario. You're going to see examples of stories like this all over the internet. Okay? I'm sure some of you guys watching that know people that this happened to. Okay? You can't take her back. Once a cheater, always a cheater. It's just how it works. I didn't invent human beings. Don't blame me, but it's just how it's going to be. So I hope this guy realizes that, And I get, he didn't want to get divorced. He wanted to be with her, but it's just not going to work. And it'd be easier in the short term to get back with the ex, but I'm telling you, it's a terrible idea. So my point is, guys, and the little theme of this whole story is, look how competitive she got and wants him back now that things didn't work out obviously the way she wanted, and now he's seeing other women. Because she probably thought, he'll be single for a while and I can get him back when I want to. Oh, now there's other women in the picture. Shit, I better hurry the hell up. They get really psychotically competitive. But if he takes her back, it ain't going to be good. I frankly think that he should tell her to take a hike and block her, and that be that. But she probably won't go away so easily. Now some comments here. One guy says, it sounds like the grass is not greener situation. She was not sure because she married you for the wrong reasons and dated somebody else, the dance instructor, while you were separated and got dumped. She now wants you back for safety while she licks her wounds and plans her next escape next time with half of your assets. Enjoy your freedom and do not date anyone who cheated on you before. That is a losing proposition. Her taking it slow is another way to say she is not into you, but needs you back for now. Do not fall for it. You deserve better, and someone who enthusiastically wants to be with you, good luck. Right. Take your time, man. And remember, he's 31 years old. His prime's just starting. He says he has his own business. Be single for a while. Focus on that. Obviously, he was with this woman, at least I would imagine, a few years before he married. I hope so. Be on your own for a while, but you never know. Another guy says here, not wanting to see her suffer isn't symbolic of love, but of kindness and humanity in you. She was willing to tear your heart and soul out and to get away from you, and now she wants back in. I cannot, in any good conscience, recommend that you allow it to happen. If you don't have children, going no contact would be a good move. Regardless, keep her out of your inner sanctum. She didn't value or trust you in love. I see no reason that would change. It's not going to change. Guarantee. He takes her back. The same crap's going to come back to her, and she'll do it again. I mean, can you imagine this guy getting back with her and even like remarrying her, and then down the road, same thing happens? Can you imagine his lawyer? You're getting divorced again from the same woman. It'd be like Ross's lawyer from Friends. So anyhow, guys, there you go.